Once upon a time, when in my world there was peace, ease was the manner by which we did things. Things weren't as bad as they presently are. Our morals were still intact. In fact, we all were role models to each other. Other was what our daily life revolved around. If you looked around, you'd see love. We all belonged. But it wasn't long before we were no longer one. We became divided. We're no longer guided by the things with which we once abided. We became dead to what's right, began to do what's wrong. But what's wrong with our world? Where is that sense of morality, normality we once had? I was glad with all of that, but now can I say I am? Am I the only one who thinks that the most change we've made is negative? You may have a negative idea on what I just said, but it's not fair with how the happenings are happening. It's deeply saddening how the saddle we've put between the right and the wrong has been preached, teached. We no longer teach beliefs that are real. Things we need to eat to help live a life that's not belittled. We do little to make sure that we don't settle for less, thereby making us not to wrestle for excess. Excessively we've lost. We thought the young what's right, but don't you see majority of them are doing what's wrong, and then we blame God, saying our labor was not in his favor. But please spare me that sermon. It's like saying that Samson lost because he was still on the right track with God. You should clearly know that's not what I thought. But I think of my world as one that's lost its track with God, the one who brought it into form, the one whose word shaped the world. We got too busy with frivolities. We became separate entities with the one who shaped our identity. And what do you think happens to one who behaves like the prodigal son, who doesn't want to reunite with the one who made him son? If the sun ceased shining, what do you think would happen? Anyways, that's what's literally happened to us. It's like we've lost the cause for our cause, and at what cost? Things that don't yield any positive result, we then resort to his side when the other source yields no result. That's an insult. What sort of unmanly creature would accept that type of behavior? I'm not here to do any preaching, but I hope this message is reaching out to those who need it. Humanity, our world was created for better things than wars. Chaos, it's a must we return. Take a U-turn back to the right ways that led us through every stage, that helped us in every way. Why don't you think about a world where we solve issues together, do things better? There's no fun in the manner by which our world is presently being run. This is not about a country, a race, or people. It's about everyone and anyone who wants change. It's better we start now than later. Ask how we got here. And until then, the best story we can ever come up with begins the resolutions we start with.